Being born a cow is like stepping into a movie where you're somehow both the leading lady and just part of the background crowd. From the very start, you're lying on hay while your mom licks you like she's trying to buff out the imperfections. And then, surprise, you're expected to stand up on those wobbly legs of yours. Your first steps? They're more like someone trying roller skates for the first time. Lots of falling, tripping, and awkward flailing. But hunger doesn't care about your struggles. Eventually, you make it to the milk bar, only to discover that it's survival of the fittest. This isn't just a line. It's a battlefield. The strongest get their breakfast, and the weak, well, they better try harder. Just when you think things can't get tougher, along comes the farmer. This guy is like the showrunner of your new drama series, watching you closely, probably thinking, which one of these is going to be the next star of the milking line? And your mom. She's busy chewing grass with a look that says, "Don't mind me, kid. Get used to it. This is just the beginning of your big dairy adventure." As a calf, life is a real survival quest. Your first mission? Find a warm spot and avoid getting pushed around by the older calves. Those little troublemakers, just slightly older than you, have already claimed the best spots at the feeder and are looking at you like, a newbie? Well, good luck! Making acquaintances on the farm is a whole adventure in itself. Take the goose, for example. The farmyard patrol officer, with the seriousness of a Swiss security guard. He won't miss a chance to nip your tail if you get too close to his territory. But don't let your guard down even on your own turf. At any moment, that feathered menace might stretch out his neck and take a bite out of your leg. Your second enemy? The cock. He may seem like just an arrogant show-off who struts around in the mornings, but the moment he thinks you looked at him the wrong way, he'll knock the nonsense out of you. Farmer's authority be damned. One day, you wake up and suddenly you're living separately from your mom. No food, no warmth. Then at some point, the farmer brings something terrifying. In moments like these, you think, well, this is it. Tonight I'm getting stuffed and served for dinner. But turns out he just brought food. And when you see it, you leap with joy as if you just won Miss Universe. Once you grow a little, your first procedure arrives. Getting an ear tag. It's like receiving a passport, just without the celebration. The tag stings a little, but that's not the real problem. You quickly realize it turns you into a target for everyone, from the farmer to the relentless flies that see it as an open invitation to a party. Then comes the bell. This noisy accessory doesn't make it any easier to hide or relax. Instead, it loudly announces, "Look, here she is!" At first, you think you've become a farm celebrity, but soon you realize it's just a tracking system. There's no escaping it. As your body grows stronger, you finally transition from milk to grass, a game changer for your life. Now you get to roam the pasture and explore a whole new world. Over time that you discover that not all grass is the same. Some tastes amazing, some not so much, and some makes you want to throw up and desperately look for water. One day you decide to headbutt a tree. Let's just say it doesn't end in your favor. The older cows glance at you with a look that says, youth. But the funniest part? Your first friends. Goats? They're like extreme sports teenagers, always jumping around and trying to drag you into their weird stunts. Pigs? Total philosophers. Their life motto? Food is the meaning of life. The farm dog? Watching your every move with suspicion, as if you're plotting an escape. Every day is a new lesson. You learn how to find shade on a hot day, how to stop fearing the goose, and why you should never try licking the electric fence. Romance among cows is a whole art form. In the past, everything was settled like a medieval knight tournament. Bulls would meet in a field, put on a muscle show, and lock horns until one emerged victorious. But with the rise of farming science, romance has become a thing of the past. Now, instead of bull battles, there's the high-tech method of artificial insemination. And let's be honest, it's far less romantic than it sounds. Imagine this. You're standing there peacefully, chewing grass, thinking about your cow business. And suddenly the farmer appears, looking like a spy on a secret mission. "Don't worry, sweetheart, it's all for progress," he says, slipping on long gloves and getting ready for, well, let's just say, the job. At this moment, you stop understanding what's happening, but your inner voice whispers, "Well, at least I don't have to pretend I'm enjoying it." A conversation between cows. "Did you hear they replaced bulls with a tube?" Yeah, they say the tube is more efficient." Meanwhile, a bull sulks in the corner.
Excuse me, but I had my own technique, and you know?
Still, the old-fashioned methods occasionally used. The bulls, though fewer in number, still hope for a chance to show off their horns. And yet, life on the farm is a constant challenge. You never know who to fear more, farmers with their scientific approaches or the goose with its beak. After that, you just return to your routine, where romance is a thing of the past. Instead of suitors, you get a farmer with a bucket. Instead of passionate gazes, you get a milking machine. Every day starts the same. You stand in your honored spot, and then the farmer enters the barn. His main goal? To ensure your milk contribution is as productive as possible. The milking process could be called a massage if it didn't feel like working on an industrial assembly line. One machine clicks, another one hisses, and suddenly you feel like a part of a factory. Soon my face will be on a milk carton, the cow thinks, trying to find some positive meaning in the situation. One day, though, one of the machines broke down, and the farmer had to milk by hand. He was clearly not thrilled about it. But since it happened anyway, you decided to take a little revenge for all the past troubles. Just a tiny accidental tail slap across his face. Taking a cow's temperature is a science of its own. And yes, the thermometer goes where the sun doesn't shine. You stand there trying to maintain your dignity, while the farmer, smiling, reassures you, "Don't worry, this will be quick." The funniest part? The reaction from the other cows. "Hey, did you just get a checkup? How did it feel?" jokes your neighbor. And you reply, "Like a very curious vet just paid me a visit." If you're a female, your real challenge begins when you give birth to a calf. That little tornado immediately decides to test the world's limits, running, jumping, tasting everything, and somehow managing to get into the most ridiculous situations. One day, your little one gets stuck in the feeder, and you just stand there waiting until the farmer comes to the rescue. Calves love asking questions through their actions. Why is grass green? Can I lick a bee? What happens if I jump into a puddle? You're always on high alert, because every minute with them is a new puzzle to solve. As you grow older, you earn respect. The younger cows look up to you, especially when you show them where to find the juiciest clover. But sometimes you have to remind them who's boss. By now, you've mastered all the tricks of farm life, from avoiding electric fences to finding the most comfortable sunny spot. And even though you don't run as fast as you used to, your place in farm history is well earned. Being a cow isn't as easy as it seems. It's a never-ending battle for food, respect, and freedom. But despite all the hardships, you walk this path with dignity. So next time you see a cow, just give her a nod. She's earned your respect. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give it a thumbs up. It'll help our project grow, slow but steady. But don't worry, I promise our next videos will pick up the pace.